Namaste. I welcome you to my podcast, Holistic Conversations, with your host, Mamina Das. Join me in my journey, in all of our journey, because we are all unique and we are the universe. Welcome to Holistic Conversations. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Holistic Conversations podcast. Hope you are doing well, and hope everybody had some fun with the snow. I had fun playing in the snow after such a long time, and I hope you all are safe and warm. Okay, getting into today's episode. Today we have a guest. She is, if I define her profession technologically, she is a virtual assistant. But to me, it means a lot because she helps someone create their own identity and have them visible, or have them be available in the world for what they are doing. And she helps so many different businesses, coaches, and anybody who is interested to work on themselves, for themselves, by themselves. She helps them create their profession, their identity, their work, and everything virtually. And I think that's a big help in today's world. And I really appreciate her work a lot because sometimes I feel like I lack those skills personally. So, having said this, I would like to welcome Yvonne in our show today. Namaste, Yvonne. Welcome to Holistic Conversations.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
I'm really looking forward to the conversation today and to learn about you, and your journey until now. And let us start by knowing a little bit about your childhood, your interests in childhood. What were you drawn to? What made you curious as a child?
I think everything I always had a kind of just a innate curiosity. I remember we watched a lot of shows about outer space and like Star Trek and one of my favorites was Lost in Space with the
Oh,
family that got lost. And anytime we played pretend, I was Penny. So
oh,
I did want to be an astronaut at one point, but
wow.
I loved learning and teaching people. So when I got old enough to think about what I wanted to be when I grew up, it was a teacher. And I would practice that by creating math tests and spelling tests for my younger brother and sister over the
Wow.
summer. And I remember didn't go over so well.
Ah,
They didn't
okay.
want to have school during the summer. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So, uh, I had that mindset until I got into high school, and I started with business classes. And it's probably going to date me, but one of my first classes was behind the typewriter. We were learning how to use the typewriter, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh my gosh, this is for me! I love it!" And so
oh,
I
wow.
switched everything to business. So that's where I've had some detours along the way, but I really love just everything about business, whether, it's organizing my desktop or just organizing all the things, putting systems together, learning new technologies, and helping other people do the same. So that's where my passion
Uh,
lies.
wow. I think that very experiment that happens in home is a story for everyone. Like, like we first fail in our home environment, right?
Yes, yes, right?
or or another way of seeing it is like we have so many opportunities to try ourselves. Oh no,
Mhm,
not this time, maybe
mhm.
maybe another time, maybe with
Yes,
something else. That's
that's
really
right.
interesting.
Yeah,
And yeah, then in college you
yeah.
did your business and everything because you were interested in business
Yeah,
most of most of
I
the
took
time.
2 years of business studies in junior college. And it took me a while to, kind of, uh, know exactly how I wanted to use all that
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, but it served me very well.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Mhm.
So have you ever felt being challenged by this business, your interest in business? Is it always like you have to update yourself, upgrade yourself, learn a lot? You have to
Yes.
keep doing new things, new things, new things. So tell us something about that challenge, like how you have to always be on top, always be like, yeah, this is something new happening. Yeah, this, that. Yeah, yeah.
Well, especially nowadays, and now
Yes.
we have AI in the mix. But even just a few years ago, before AI was a big thing, there are now, like, uh, 10 different programs for every one thing you want to do, probably 20.
Yep. Yep.
And people are will ask me, well, what's the best, calendar system, or what's the best this, or what's the best that? And I can only speak to the ones that I have used. I currently use
Mm.
Calendly,
Oh, yeah. Me too.
and I like it for the purposes I'm using it.
Yep.
And but I have to have an open mind, especially when it comes to helping other people with their calendar systems and payment systems, and especially website development. Because even though everyone, WordPress, not everyone, but WordPress is very popular, there's several different builders
Yep.
on the back end of that. So,
Yep.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it is a bit of a challenge, but I, like I said, I love learning,
Mm-hmm.
so I look at it as a good challenge.
Wow, that's amazing, because you have to always be ready and open to. Okay, let me go through this. Let me learn this. So yeah, there's
Yeah,
always something that's keeping you what do you say, active or
active
curious.
on my toes. Yeah.
On your toes. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
right. So here comes a question, like when you started your career, like 20 years or 10 years ago, or how many years ago?
My career? Well, it's closer to 30, so
Wow, wow. So
yeah, I
the
started, well, after all the business classes and everything, I worked in a few different places. I mean, at one time, while I was going to school, I worked for a small newspaper, in Lemoore, which is near my hometown of Riverdale in the San Joaquin Valley in California. And so Lemoore had the Twin City Times. So I worked for them, I can't remember, like 6 months or something, but I did copy editing and, um, layout. And back
Mhm.
then, you they had computers, but we pretty much just kind of printed everything out, cut it, and then pasted it onto the page and then sent it off to the guy who printed it, you know?
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, wow.
And then I worked for 2 different title companies, an eye doctor for a school for a while, And then I started working for, we moved to the coast near Ventura, and I started working for a private publisher.
Oh, wow.
So they publish a 12-page newsletter twice a month, and it was for executives in the payment system. So it was very specific information. But that's when I kind of, that's whenever I learned how the information graduated from doing everything like printing out and pasting it. Now we were doing all the layouts on the computer,
Wow.
and I really loved uh, doing all that. I still do. One of my favorite programs right now to create in is Canva. So
Mm.
I and yeah, and besides layout and design, I got to call all over the world. I mean, it was amazing. I got to call different people, and I remember one of the first times that I talked to someone in London, and I could hear in the background those special sirens those have, "Wee, wee," and I was like, "Oh, wow, that's so cool." And it just seems like it just keeps growing, and now I have had video conversations with
Wow.
people in South Africa and people, just all over the world, and
Yep.
it's amazing
Yes.
how
Yes,
the
it is.
technology has grown, and I really
Absolutely.
embrace it, yeah.
Yeah, I can totally understand. I used to always get very, very reactive, like reactive not because of the technology, but because my lack of understanding of the technology.
Mm.
Because I had to always, before using the technology, I have to learn about it. It's
Yeah.
not like pressing a button and it's done, it's done. No, it is not. It is not. So, uh, since I am also using now technology fully in whatever I
Mhm.
do, I have journeyed through that reactivity to, okay, maybe we can learn something and
Yeah.
then we can try.
Well, I will tell you my experience with computers,
Yeah.
whenever I was first working for, that private publisher, they were all Macintosh, and there really wasn't a at the time, there really wasn't a whole lot of people using Mac computers in that operating system, and we were changing computers or upgrading, and it wasn't like it was today. You plug it in, you put in your Apple ID, and everything feeds over, and boom, you're going. And I had to put together my computer, and there wasn't really anybody to help me. I was in tears trying to get everything up and going. And from that to now where I'm at, I'm, so much more confident. And I have switched computers at least 5 times now since then. And,
Wow.
and we just recently I was working part time for my church, and we
Mm-hmm.
switched over. We had PCs, and they were all like 10 or 12 years old, some of them. And we switched over to all Macs because
Mm.
the office manager preferred Macintosh, and it just worked better with our overall what we wanted to do. We wanted to live stream, and we have Pro Presenter uh, for Sunday services and things. So the switch over, we did have someone come in and do the initial setup, but it was still so much easier than I remember, you know, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was excited about it. I didn't have any reservations. I wasn't worried the way I was. And so, it was a good process.
I hear you, totally hear you.
Mhm.
But it has always fascinated me to see my son. He's
Mhm.
like, boom, I'm done. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, look at you, look at you. I need just 1% of your expertise, not much, just 1%.
Well, my daughter, she graduated in 2019 from high school, but before she graduated even, she was doing homework on her phone, because they were
Yes.
using Google, all the Google stuff, Google Sheets and Google
Yeah,
Docs
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, and it was like, wow.
Yes, that's right.
We had to lug around big old ugly books and everything.
Yeah, we were with the, I mean, the real material, hard material,
Mhm,
not the soft copy.
mhm. But sometimes I look back at all those, uh, like Star Trek and everything, and I'm like, "Oh, man, we're living in it."
Yeah,
Some of the
yes,
different things, walking around with tablets everywhere,
yeah,
We still
yes.
have, much more to go.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's like unlimited, never
Mhm.
ending. You never
Yeah.
know where we are going to, we are heading to.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
but there's always change. I mean,
Yeah.
change is the only constant you understand when you deal with
It
technologies.
is, and it's just and it's that way for just life in general. It's the only thing
Yes,
you can count on is things are always gonna change
yes,
every
that's
day.
right.
Yeah.
Every day, every day.
So, some days it's good change, some days not so good. So, and when you're in the not so good part of it, you have to
Yeah,
think tomorrow's gonna be a better day.
better day.
Yeah,
Yes,
tomorrow's gonna be a
absolutely.
better day.
Yes, yeah. And
Mhm,
I wanted to ask you, like, since you have been in this profession for more than 30 years, like, do you see, like, which age group is more like affected or impacted, or um, people are really interested to learn and do? They feel that it's a privilege. It's a good thing to learn and grow in this. Um, Supporting, take the support, it depend, it's like it's good to depend, like somebody can do something for you which you don't know, and you can be okay with not knowing, but having someone who can support your business. I'm
mhm.
talking from that perspective. So how do you think people receiving it, or like how is it like?
Um, well, I think it depends on where they're at with their business. I'm
Yes.
meeting a lot of people who are starting their business, and there's this whole wave, especially with women,
Mm.
starting, yeah, going into coaching, going into virtual assistants, starting their own bookkeeping businesses. One woman that I follow on Alignable, she has her own plumbing company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, everything, and I think when you get to a certain point that you're doing as much as you can do, and you need help, but you're not exactly sure, you know, what you need help in, you just have to think about, what is it I don't like to do? And then
Yes,
find someone who can help you do that. And
that's right.
another coach I follow, she just talked about this in her live uh, today. Yeah, her live this morning, because it's that point where you need help, and you
Yes.
look to those who can help you, and then
Yeah,
that helps you get to the next level.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's very right.
Hmm.
Do you think it's easier for people to trust uh, and move move on with this decision, like, or decision making takes time?
Hmm. Well, the trust factor is big these days. Um,
Big.
yeah, big, big. We're no longer just trusting corporations and the government and all that stuff that they did. Even at a time before I was old enough to understand what was going on. And I look back even at my parents and think, God, they were so innocent,
Yeah, yeah, yes,
of
yes,
what was happening around them. And so I think trust is a big factor. And that's why networking and talking to you and letting people talk to me, I offer everyone I meet a free coffee chat so they can get
Mm.
to know me. So we can
Yes.
see, if I can help them with anything, if I can refer them to someone or introduce them to someone on Alignable, or however I can help them, I will try to help them.
Yeah.
But they need we need to get to know each other to build that
Yes.
trust and have that
Mm.
relationship.
Yeah.
So, and I
So
think that's really, really important in today's overall world.
I can really resonate with what you're saying, that we need to build that relationship. We need
Mm,
to build trust. We need to work on that
mm.
trust so that we can at least work together.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, that is very crucial, very, very crucial. And tell us something about. I want to really talk about gender. Like, do you see more women now wanting to get into, are opening up, wanting to really work on themselves, and they just want to establish
I
themselves? And
do, I do. And speaking as a woman over 50, and that's all I'll say, but
Mhm.
speaking as a woman over 50, um, we are not appreciated. I
Oh,
have,
okay,
yeah, in the general sense, in the general business sense.
okay,
I have, like I said, over 30 years of experience. But when I look at uh, um, people requesting job postings and things like that, because they come up in my LinkedIn feed and all of that, they have a job description like this big, and they want you to manage 5 different executives and everything, and then the pay is really low, and
mm.
it's like they just don't fully understand what it takes and the expertise it takes
Yep, that's right.
to, yeah, to manage 5 executives.
Mm.
And that's
Yes,
exactly what you're doing. You're managing them and their
yeah, yes,
schedules and everything. And um, so I see a lot of women who have worked to a certain point. I mean, myself in particular, I worked for that company for 23 years. I
wow,
started off as receptionist. I was
wow,
like everybody's assistant at one time or another. I worked on all the different parts of the newsletter. Um, I ended up being the assistant to the president, and he was the owner and the publisher of the newsletter. But when times got tough, um, in 2020, I was laid off.
okay.
Yes, and it was when I was first looking for a job and not sure what I was going to do. Of course, it was
Hmm.
2020, so everything was difficult.
Yes,
But I definitely think my age was a factor. And when people see, oh, she's got 20 years of experience or 25, they're like, she's going to have an attitude or she's going to have an opinion.
yeah,
And they really just want to hire that person who is just going to, uh, I don't know how to say it, just do what they're told and not say anything.
mm.
But women, especially women over 50, we've grown out of that. We are fully capable of running businesses and corporations and multi-million dollar companies.
Yes,
And so we're doing it. And we're
yeah,
no longer letting the quote unquote social norms hold us
hmm,
back. We're telling
wow.
them we're here and we're going to do it. So
And tell us how that feels now.
I think it feels amazing. The women that I am meeting, yourself included, running your own businesses, um, you the thoughts and feelings behind it are all about helping helping people in general, but especially helping other women who are also trying to, follow their heart and run their business. And it's like a big collaboration, and I am all for that. I've never been a competitive person in my entire life, so I'm always about collaboration over competition.
I
And
love it.
so I think it's just a whole wave. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, but every week I meet someone else who is doing amazing things and helping other people along the way. And I just want to be part of it, and I want to support those women, and and help them any way that I can.
That's just so amazing that you said that collaboration above competition, you know.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
says volumes, like we need each other, you know.
Definitely.
And it can be a better um, way of living,
Hmm.
with appreciating uh, others,
Yeah.
and recognizing our lack, which creates an opportunity for us to meet the other person, who has that skill.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's just so amazing, because for me, if you ask me, do you like technology? I'll be like, mm-mm. I am not a technology person. But without technology, I can't do my work. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
And you're doing it.
So I am doing it, but I'm not passionate like you are.
Mm.
That's how
I
I
think
see.
I think your passion about uh, other things and the holistic way of life that you want to share with everyone, that passion drives you to learn what you need to learn in order to do things like make this podcast happen.
Yes, you are right. My
Mhm.
my passion has paved this path, and has helped me overcome my reactivity, um, and transformed it to being patient and learn.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, even though I say, like, not even I'm 80% interested in learning, but I am doing it because I have 80% of the other interest which is driving me to learn
Yes.
for that 20%. And
Yes.
that 20% is somebody's 80%. That's how I understand.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's a good collaboration. I mean, we can be strong together.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. And I always encourage my clients, if there's a piece of technology or something that they really hate using, see if you can find an alternative to it. I mean, like I said, there's, so many different, if you don't like Calendly, then try, oh, what's that other one? Um, uh, uh, Shoot, I can't think of it. There's a couple other calendar programs out there that I've heard mentioned. Or like if you don't like MailChimp, then try TidyCal. Or TidyCal was the calendar. What's the uh, you know? But there's different ones, and you can just test them out, get the free trials, test them for a
Yeah,
week, just see what you like and what you're comfortable with,
that's right.
because it's not so much about what you're using. It's
Yep.
it's what you want to use it for, or how you're using it to help you do what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Even
Yes.
podcasting, I noticed you're using StreamYard. and at our church we use Ecamm Live. So
Oh,
it
okay.
just, yeah, so it just depends on, what works for you.
What works for you? I always look for something which is easy.
Yeah, yeah. And we should all, you want to work
Yeah.
smarter, not harder. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I mean, for me, I would go with that.
hmm
Easy, easy peasy.
yeah, what feels comfortable to you.
Yes, that's right.
Mhm,
And you are there to let us know how many choices we have. So we can
mhm.
try and see, not this one, maybe that one. Yeah, I learned that faster, so I can do that. Yeah.
Yes. And if
Yeah,
none of
yeah.
it interests you, then I can figure out what I can help you with.
Yes, no, no, even if we have the technology, I'm
hmm
telling you, like, if we have a person behind that, so
hmm
when we are talking, you know me, and you can be like, that's okay. We can manage. It'll be done.
Yeah.
You know, so that not a single person is taking every decision.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that sometimes becomes tough. How many decisions you are going to take? It's
I
like,
know.
wow.
And
Every time
sometimes
you're like,
having, yeah. And sometimes having somebody just to talk with and
Yeah,
brainstorm with, you
yeah.
know,
Yes.
try different things. Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes a big
yeah.
difference.
It does. It definitely does make a big
Yeah.
difference. And sometimes I feel like if I don't know something, then it's an opportunity for me to appreciate when I see that quality in the other person.
Mm, definitely.
So
Definitely.
that is my biggest learning until now. Like, oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, she's good at that. I should go to her.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how it becomes more and more interesting and collaborative, as you said, like do your thing, find your people, get it together.
Exactly. Yeah, just have a common goal and we can get
Yeah,
anything done.
yes, that's right. That's
We
right.
have a saying at our church, many hands make light work. So,
Wow, that's amazing. It's like about the collaborating approach.
mhm, mhm.
Yes, that's so amazing. It was wonderful talking to you.
You too.
And thank you for sharing with us your work. And I will have all your contacts and everything posted when I upload it in YouTube, so that anybody who is looking for help, she is there.
Well, thank
We
you.
will reach out to Yvonne.
Thank you very, very much. Yes, I know. I would just help everybody, if I could. So,
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, then we will see you again. We'll see you again.
oh, sounds great. And thank you, Mamina, for allowing me this time and this space to share. And I'm very proud of you and for what you're doing too.
Thank you so very much. And I feel the same for you, because that's a stepping stone.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us, for helping us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.